Welcome back to another Seattle Seahawks franchise. This week we are going up against the Carolina Panthers in the first Seattle Seahawks playoff game of the 2015 season. The Seahawks have the tremendous Jimmy Graham going up against Greg Olsen and his Carolina Panthers. The Panthers come into this one at an 11-6 record, coming off their wild card win, and they would like to try and win this game here on the road against the Seattle Seahawks and try to avenge last year's defeat, where they did indeed lose to the Seahawks by 2 scores and had a cam-to-cam 90-yard touchdown interception. Here we go, getting ready for this game. The Seahawks would love to try and win this game, move on to the NFC Championship game. But then again, the Panthers still have that in the back of their head of wanting to win last year's loss. We look at the divisional round. The Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers are the two teams playing on the other game in the NFC divisional round. Here comes MVP of the 2015 season, Russell Wilson, having a tremendous year, looking to come out strong and to start out this one. 1st and 10 now. Seahawks on their own 27 half to Marshawn Lynch. Marshawn Lynch takes it to the left side. He's going to take this all the way to the 47-yard line, picking up 20 yards on the first play of line of scrimmage of this game. 1st and 10 now on our own 47. Handing off to Marshawn Lynch once again out to the right side. He's able to pick up a bunch of yardage, moving it to the 34. And now, 34-yard line. This is going to be read option. Wilson's going to take it himself instead of giving it off to Robert Turbin. Tries to make a spin move. Can only pick up 3 yards. 2nd and 7. 10-18 remains in the first quarter of this first playoff game. Throwing it to Jermaine Kearse. It's almost intercepted. It's incomplete. The hit knocks it out. 3rd and 7 now. Wilson getting ready to drop back to pass here. Baldwin, the man in motion. He drops back the pass. Don't worry, that's on both screens if you saw that little pixelation. And Doug Baldwin is able to pick up a pretty good first down there as we are at 3rd and 7 and having a decent drive so far here. 1st and 10 after Marshawn Lynch. Again, a huge run. Another double-digit run for Marshawn Lynch, his 3rd of the day. Moving to a 3rd and goal now on the Carolina's 11. Wilson rolls out to his right a little bit. He sees a bunch of room. He's going to take it in for the 11-yard touchdown run, and the Seattle Seahawks, 1 possession, 1 touchdown score, and the Seahawks will take a quick 7-0 lead here against the Carolina Panthers, and that is definitely going to be huge, especially the Panthers. They seem to have a pretty good offense. Their defense is decent. It's pretty good. I think that's mainly, I'd say they're even on both sides on how much impact both sides can have. Here comes Cam Newton, 18 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, 49 yards, and 58 completion percentage, I think. I couldn't read the graphic fast enough. First play from the line of scrimmage. It's going to be handed off to Jonathan Stewart. He picks up 5 yards. Moving to a 2nd and 5 now. 7:50 remains in the first quarter. Newton drops back to pass. He's looking around. He's going to throw it to his left and find Kelvin Benjamin. And Kelvin Benjamin will pick up 12 yards. Moving to a 1st and 10 now. Hand off to Jonathan Stewart. He will be met at the line of scrimmage by Cam Chancellor. 2nd and 9 now. Newton, he's handing off to Stewart again. He gets hit hard by Bobby Wagner. Moving to a 3rd and 7 now on their own 40. 6:11 remains in the first quarter. Newton dropping back to pass. He throws to his right and finds Jarrett Boykin. Jarrett Boykin is able to pick up the first down, and they will move to their own 47 now. 1st and 10. Newton drops back to pass here on their first possession, throwing and finding Kelvin Benjamin over the right side of the field. Richard Sherman giving up the pass. It's a first down, moving to Seattle's 25. Heading up to Jonathan Stewart now. First play inside of Seattle's side of the field. This one's handed to Jonathan Stewart. He picks up the first down. Moving to a 1st and 10. It's going to be handed off to Todman, and Wagner can't pick up the fumble, which would have been tremendous. He just wasn't quick enough. He kind of missed it, and Newton's able to jump on it. 2nd and 11 now. On Seattle 16, this one's just thrown away. It's a complete pass. 3rd and 11 now. Newton drops back the pass. He's looking around. Has plenty of time. Throwing to the right and finding, I cannot see his name. I think that's Dickerson, I'm assuming. And Dickerson is able to pick up the first receiving touchdown of the day for the Carolina Panthers. They pick up their first touchdown, making this game a tied-up game. And now the Seattle Seahawks would like to do something on their next drive and hopefully get a score of their own as we go to kickoff. 7-7 now. Tyler Lockett is returning the kick. He has 1 return touchdown of this season so far, and here he goes. Tyler Lockett taking it So far, 57 misses a tackle. Can one more defender get him to 20? The 10, he's going to take it the distance into the end zone. Tyler Lockett is getting a huge momentum builder for the Seattle Seahawks, and the Seahawks will take another lead just like that, as they will take a 14-7 lead after giving up the lead on defense. And the Seattle Seahawks' first two possessions, or you might as well call it one possession because the offense never really had the ball, just the kickoff team. And the Seahawks will get another touchdown on the board, making this a 14-7 game. And the Panthers would like to do something on offense, but if they can do what they did last time, they're in good position. Olsen, the man in motion, this one's handing off to Cam Newton. Cam Newton's going to take it out to the left side, and he's going to pick up 9. Cam Newton, yeah, really, that's the guy that's running the ball. Jonathan Stewart. 2nd and 1 now on their own 29. Carolina throwing to the right, finding his receiver, or running back, I should say, and he picks up the first down, being tackled by Cam Chancellor. Here's the read option. Chancellor tries to make a huge hit, or at least I did, and Newton will pick up 8 yards after running the read option correctly. 2nd and 2 now. Newton, play action, throwing to his left and finding his man, and that would be a first down. 1st and 10 now. Newton drops back to pass. He's looking around. Still has plenty of time. He's finding Greg Olsen. Chancellor makes a premature tackle. Sherman makes a premature tackle. Olsen's going to hurdle in the air and take this the distance. Just don't even watch that play again. This was so bad. Like, what am I doing on defense? I mean, really? I mean, the first part of this is just terrible. I'm just diving. I don't even know what I was doing. And the Panthers will tie this game up, making it a 14-14 game. 1st and 10, first possession on their next possession. Seattle Seahawks hand him to Marshawn Lynch, and once again, Marshawn Lynch is going to get a hefty amount of yards. This time it's 11. Another double-digit run for Marshawn Lynch's 4th of the day. This one's thrown, finding Chris Matthews, just barely getting in front of the free safety, able to make that catch. This one's going to be handed off to Marshawn Lynch. He picks up 5, moving it to Carolina's 29. 2nd and 5 now. Next play, read option. Wilson is going to take it himself, and he's going to slide into the ground, picking up 7. 1st and 10 now on Carolina's 22. Play action. Wilson rolling out to his right a little bit. He sees some space. He's going to take it to the 20, the 10, and get it all the way down into the 8 of Carolina's territory, picking up 14. 1st and goal now. Wilson drops back to pass. He's finding Jimmy Graham. Jimmy Graham is going to get off one tackle and take it into the end zone, as Klein was the man trying to make the tackle, and he wasn't able to do so successfully. And the Seattle Seahawks are able to score another touchdown, and they are looking pretty good so far here in this one, trying to hopefully pick up a victory as they are undefeated, and they want to keep that undefeated streak alive. 1st and 10 now, Carolina. They have been doing well so far. 1st and 10 now. It's going to be handed out to Jonathan Stewart, who will pick up a first down. It's a gain of 10. 2nd and 10 now on their own 36 here in the second quarter. Newton drops back to pass. He's looking around. He's going to find Jarrett Boykin, and he's not able to hold on. 3rd and 5 now on their own 41. Newton drops back to pass. It's a halfback screen thrown to Jonathan Stewart. It's not going to be good enough for anything, and the Seattle Seahawks will get the ball after Carolina has a not so good offensive effort. It's a punt, and the Seahawks' their second play would be a 1-yard gain. 39 now. Halfback screen. Wilson drops back to pass. He's finding Marshawn Lynch, but it's going to be a loss of 3. The Seahawks would have a quick 3 and out. 1st and 10 now on their own 47. Newton is going to hand it off to Jonathan Stewart, who picks up a first down. Or he does not. What am I doing, guys? All right, 2nd and 5 now. On Seattle's 48, Newton drops back to pass. He's throwing it to his right. It's going to be intercepted. Richard Sherman baiting the quarterback, and Cam Newton bit. Amazing play by Richard Sherman, baiting the quarterback, doing so amazingly here on this plays. We'll look at a replay here. Richard Sherman able to pick up his first playoff interception of this season. And we look at this play. He just baited him, went off a little bit. I think I did a pretty good job here on this one. This made me think about Richard Sherman when I was editing it and looking over it again. It made me think about what Richard Sherman does in real life by baiting the quarterback and able to kind of look like he's not even close to the receiver. And then all of a sudden he puts in the second wind, and is able to make the interception. Now moving to a 3rd and 4 on Carolina's 34. Wilson dropping back to pass. He's looking around. He has some time. He's going to be hit. It's going to be a fumble. Horton is going to pick it up, and Horton is going to take this all the way into the end zone unless someone can catch up. Jermaine Kearse, he's trying to get up to him. He's not going to do it. He's not going to stop him. Horton takes this the distance as Russell Wilson fumbles the ball, and the Seahawks, what looked like a promising drive, is just going to be a turnover for themselves after able to get a takeaway. And all of a sudden, the Carolina Panthers are really fighting hard, trying to win this game and get themselves to an NFC championship game, as they're one step closer with that. If they can continue this drive that they are on, they might have a really good chance going into the second half, that's for sure. 21-21 game. Second and 11 half to Marshawn Lynch. Once again, Marshawn Lynch is not going down, and he's able to pick up 17 yards, moving to our own 41. Third and 10 now, 3:38 remains in the first half. Wilson dropped back to pass. He's going to be almost intercepted by Klein, but it's going to be a fumble. Norman is the one picking up the fumble, and just like that, the Seahawks can't hold on to the ball. That's two quick turnovers in the span of about 5, 7, 8 minutes, depending on how long ago the fumble was from Wilson, as that one was huge, being a fumble 6. And Klein is able to recover after not getting the interception and able to pop that ball out. And Newton and the Carolina Panthers offense have good field position, and Newton is going to take this out to the right side and take it to the 10-yard line, picking up 34 yards. Moving to a second and goal on Seattle's 12. 2:25 remains in the first half. This one's going to be handed off to Jonathan Stewart, and Bruce Irvin is the man picking up the fumble after the fumble was made by Bobby Wagner. And just like that, nobody can hang on to the football, and takeaways are happening everywhere. And now the Seahawks will have the ball around their own 12-yard line, and we're looking pretty good at least. Both teams are fighting. It's now a 3rd and 7 on our own 15. Wilson drops back the pass. He's going to be sacked. And the Seahawks will have to punt the ball away after Panthers were very aware of using their timeout. And after Jonathan Stewart, the Seahawks are not even thinking of a run play. And this one is a run, picking up about 12, 13 yards, moving to a first down. Now 2nd and 6 on Seattle's 33, throwing to the left, finding Todman. It's a premature tackle. Bunch of bad tackling there. It's going to be 13 yards, a 13-yard gain, moving to a 1st and 15 after a false start on Seattle's 25. Newton drops the pass. He's looking around. He has plenty of time to throw. This one's thrown over to the right side, finding Calvin Benjamin. He's able to pick up the reception. Moving to a 1st and goal now on Seattle's 4. Newton drops the pass. He's looking around. He's going to find Calvin Benjamin for the end zone and a touchdown. And the Seattle Seahawks will go down in this one, or at least in the first half, or at least they're getting close to ending on the first half, being and losing the lead. It's 28-21, 18 seconds left in the first half, throwing to Jermaine Kearse, and that would all but do it for this first half. 28-21 game. Seattle Seahawks, Carolina Panthers, and the divisional playoff. The Seahawks are here at home in CenturyLink Field, and they're trying to do something here, and it's just not working. They're not doing so great on defense, and they need to do something differently in the second half. I mean, look at the offense as well. It's just been a crazy game. 2 takeaways, both sides. We'll see who comes out on top, as we have 1 half left to play here in this one, or maybe even overtime, in this divisional playoff. 1st and 10 now. Newton on their own 30, having the ball to start out this second half. The first play is a 30-yard gain. That's not what the Seahawks whole entire coaching staff wanted to see after the halftime adjustments. This one's going to be handed off to their running back. He will pick up 15. Moving to a 3rd and 13 on Seattle's 33. Throwing to the right, Newton is finding Jonathan Stewart. Jonathan Stewart is going to get the first down. A huge first down for the Panthers and their confidence in this one. 2nd and 5 now on Seattle 7. Newton drops the pass. He's looking around. Has time. Throwing to the right. It's right into Richard Sherman's hands for an interception. And just like that, the momentum shifts and the confidence goes to Seattle, that's for sure. And Marshawn Lynch is coming onto the field. That's why you do not see an interception. So my skills and my replay skills are shown here with Richard Sherman picking off the ball. Seahawks will start out on their own 16. Moving to a 1st and 10. Wilson throwing. Baldwin just a little overthrown. Could have been 6. 3rd and 11 now. Seahawks on their own 15. Wilson drops the pass. He's going to find Jimmy Graham, but he comes back a little bit. It's going to be a quick 3 and out. We've not done so well when it comes to turnovers here in this one so far. I believe 2 turnovers have just turned into, well, one of them turned into a huge play, and the other one right there was a quick 3 and out. And the Panthers would also go 3 and out themselves. This one's thrown to Jimmy Graham. He's going to pick up a first down, moving to the 30. It's a pickup of 20. 3rd and 10 now. Seattle on their own 30. Play action. Wilson drops to the pass. He's throwing, finding Jermaine Kearse wide open. Here goes Jermaine Kearse down the field, down the sideline. The referee is running with him. And the Seahawks will tie this game up, making it a 28-28 game. They passed their goals, 90 out of 40 offensive yards needed to get a good goal. It's a 90-yard drive for the Seattle Seahawks, a huge confidence booster and momentum builder for the Seahawks as they tie this one up here late in the 3rd quarter. And we will get ready for the Carolina Panthers coming out on the ensuing drive, trying to do something themselves. 2nd and 6 on their own 24. 2:55 remains in the 3rd quarter. This one's thrown to Greg Olsen. He picks up the first down. Moving to their own 33. Newton dropping back to pass. He's looking around, has time. He's going to throw it up in the air. It's going to be almost intercepted by Chancellor Kelvin Benjamin somehow, some way. I believe he's 6'4", 6'7", something like that. He's a tall receiver. Sad that he's out for the season. He was going to be I think he would have had a huge year. I think he's coming off of his rookie year. He would have had a huge season, going right up in front of Cam Chancellor, able to make the reception. And Chancellor can't believe what Kelvin Benjamin just did. And here come the Panthers on Seattle's 14. Jericho Cotchery, the man in motion, handing out to Jonathan Stewart. Jonathan Stewart is going to muster yards here, and he's able to pick up 10. Moving to a 2nd and goal on the 1. Newton drops back the pass. It's lobbed into the air, and it was up for grabs for Earl Thomas, but he can't jump in the air. At least it didn't switch me to him. And the Carolina Panthers will score a touchdown, making this a 34-28 game, but obviously the ensuing point after attempt will make this game a 35-8 game, and the Seahawks are looking for answers here. Is it getting late? 35 seconds remain in the 3rd quarter. The Seahawks starting off their own possession of their own on their own 29, throwing to Jermaine Kearse. It would be a reception and able to pick up a first down. Throwing it out to the right side, finding Marshawn Lynch for the halfback pitch. And the Seattle Seahawks will pick up another first down to end the 3rd quarter. And now the 4th quarter comes. Here looking at the stats so far, it's quarter by quarter. It's a 35-28 game. The first play of the 4th quarter, Wilson drops back to pass, throws to his right. It's barely caught by Jimmy Graham, able to get the first down. That was a risky pass by Russell Wilson. 1st and 10 now. Wilson drops back to pass. High pass over to the left side. It's intercepted by the defender. He's able to jump in the air. That was the only thing that's bad about Tyler Lockett's size. He was 5'10", not able to knock or bat the ball down. And just like that, the Carolina Panthers will have a chance of their own, and they get another turnover. That's the 3rd turnover today from the Seahawks that they have given up. 3rd and 10 now. Play action. Newton dropping back to pass, throwing it and finding Dixon, and Dixon is able to pick up the reception. So it wasn't Dickerson. 4th and 4 now. This one is going to be kicked off to Tyler Lockett, the man who already has a return touchdown so far today. He's going to make a good spin move here. Another juke. He's able to get the Seahawks good field position on their own 48. Wilson drops at the pass. 1st and 10 on their own 48. First play. Throwing to the right. Finding Jimmy Graham. A play that has worked so well for us all season long as the 4 verticals. 2nd and 10 now on Carolina's 34. Finding Jimmy Graham. Jimmy Graham is going to have the ball hit out by Luke Kuechly. And just like that, the Seahawks gave the ball up once again to the Carolina Panthers. The 4th turnover of the day. 3 fumbles and 1 interception from the Seahawks. It's not looking good. Something they haven't done all season long is turn the ball over. And today they have 4 turnovers. And I think the Seahawks have 3 takeaways from the Newton's offense. Now, coming out on their next possession, this one's going to be a hard hit by Wagner, the 2nd one of the day. This almost goes in favor of the Carolina Panthers because that almost was a first down. I think that was Michael Orr trying to get the first down. He was able to pick up 2 more yards after the fumble, but it would make a 4th and inches, and the Seahawks get the ball 2nd and 6 on their own 24. Time is running out for a comeback. Throwing to the left, finding Chris Matthews, but it's just a little low. He almost makes a tremendous and spectacular catch. 3rd and 6 now. Wilson drops at the pass. He's going to be sacked. And just like that, the Panthers would get the ball back on their own 45. Time is running out. Newton throwing it, lobbing it into the air. Kerry Williams, pass interference. And it's going to be a huge reception. And the Carolina Panthers offense. 1st and 10 on Seattle's 11. 6 minutes remain. Handing out to Jonathan Stewart. He's going to take it a little bit to the outside. It's going to be a loss of 3. They would settle for 3. And the Seahawks have 4 minutes, 22 seconds to muster a comeback and try to get this game back to where they want it to be. That's a good play right there, able to pick up the first down. Now 4 minutes are left. Wilson throwing to his left and finding Jimmy Graham. It's a 38-20 game. They're down by 10. Time is definitely against them. 1st and 10 on Carolina's 43. Wilson rolling out to his right. He has time. Finding Jermaine Kearse. Can he get in? Yes! And the Seattle Seahawks will score a touchdown, able to make this game only one possession, only a field goal away of tying it. But we do have 3 timeouts left. Carolina is going to want to run down that clock. So the Seahawks definitely don't have time to fool around. They have to get a quick 3-and-out or something to stop the Carolina Panthers and try to have a chance in this one. 1st and 10 on their own 20. 3:51 remains in the game. Throwing to the right, finding Greg Olsen. He makes the reception, and it's a 2nd and 4 on their own 26. 3:17 remains. The clock is running down. It's handing off to Jonathan Stewart. He gets a huge first down. And the Seahawks are definitely licking their wounds right now, trying to figure out what they can do to stop this offense. And that is a good play. The Seahawks burn their first timeout, moving to a 2nd and 5. It's a read option. Newton saw some space. He doesn't take the right hole. Seahawks call their 2nd timeout. 3rd and 7 on their own 35. Newton. It's a pass. What a shocker. Throwing to the right. Todman gets out of bounds. That play right there, if it's a first down, that ends the game. And the very next play here is a punt, a huge punt by their punter. And the Seahawks handing off to Marshawn Lynch on their own 4. It's a loss of 2 yards. So we move to 2 minutes and 1 second remaining. 2nd and 12. Wilson, he's going to throw. Kearse can't hang on. 3rd and 12. 1:57. Wilson drops back to pass. He's looking around. He's finding Jimmy Graham. Jimmy Graham makes a huge juke that essentially can save the season for the Seahawks if they can get something on this drive. 1st and 10. Seahawks on their own 15. Throwing to Jermaine Kearse. He's able to pick up the first down. Moving to the 27. It's a pickup of 12. They're doing the hurry-up offense. Wilson just has to get it off. Finds Jermaine Kearse again. He's able to get out of bounds with 1 timeout remaining. 1:12 left in this one. Paul Richardson, you're invisible over there. Look at why. He is wide open. This one's thrown up to the invisible man. And Paul Richardson will take this into the end zone. He's too fast for Madden to even register his body on the game. He has been a huge target in some of our games. He hasn't been in the game a lot, but definitely here in the NFC Divisional playoff game. Paul Richardson gets a touchdown. You can see the reaction from Russell Wilson because the cameras didn't even see him. He was too fast. 1st and 10. Carolina on their own 19. It's going to be incomplete. Moving to a 2nd and 10 here on their own 19. Throwing to the right, finding Kelvin Benjamin. He picks up a huge first down. It's an injury timeout. It's a strange rise-up for Richard Sherman. He will not return on a huge drive for the Carolina Panthers and the Seahawks. Someone's season will end in 50 seconds. This one is going to be a huge sack. For some reason, Carolina does not call a timeout. They lose about 15 seconds. A huge shocker. They lost a lot of time. It's a 2nd and 20. It's going to be pick up about 10 or so yards, moving to a 3rd and 11 on their own 28. Newton drops back the pass. He's looking around. He's going to throw to his left and find Kelvin Benjamin. Benjamin gets off 2 defenders, but the 2 more defenders come and wrap it up. 1st and 10 on Seattle's 45. Newton getting ready to drop back the pass. He's looking around. He's going to find Stewart. Jonathan Stewart is able to make the reception with 11 seconds left. No timeouts left. We have a few Hail Marys left here in this one. 2nd and 3. Newton drops back the pass. It's going to be out of bounds for an incompletion. We move to a 3rd and 3 on Seattle's 38. Man up 3 deep is the formation for the Seahawks. It's thrown to the left. It's going to be incomplete again. 2 seconds remain. Last play of the game. Someone's season is ending here on this one. Invisible man to your left. It's an incompletion. The Seattle Seahawks are taking this one to the NFC Championship game. And that face says it all. Says it all for Ron Rivera and the Carolina Panthers. They come up short once again in CenturyLink Field against the Seattle Seahawks, and we will see what the Seahawks can do next week in the NFC Championship game against the Philadelphia Eagles. Yes, the Eagles were able to win on the road against the Green Bay Packers. We'll see who comes out on top on that one. We'll see you again next week in CenturyLink Field. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave me a like, a comment, and possibly subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.